How can invasive species help us read the landscape? How can a Siberian elm thicket or a field of tumbleweeds help us understand the ecological dynamics and kind of what we are working with on a landscape? Hey there, watershed folks and friends. Thanks for joining me for another installment of Mondays with Mori. And sorry about my voice, I'm recovering from a cold, but all okay. We've talked a little bit about weedy and invasive species, but just like it's hard to talk about baking a cake without talking about an oven, it's hard to talk about how invasive species become invasive or weedy without talking about the ecological context. So not all weedy species are invasive, but there is a huge overlap, and a lot of that has to do with the ecological context, specifically ecological degradation, which we've talked a lot about on this channel in previous videos. But in our watershed, that's things like overgrazing, soil compaction, soil degradation of various kinds, erosion, all of that sort of thing, and riparian ecosystems that can include, damming, culverts, channelizing, erosion. Again, all of these disturbances to the ecosystem kind of change the context that native species are evolved to survive and thrive in, and make it easier for invasive species with other adaptations from other parts of the world to outcompete those native species and kind of get a foothold and then explode their populations and become monocrops. So it's sort of a chicken and egg. We often blame invasive species singularly for ecological degradation, but it's really a two-way street. And so that feeds back into what do we do about it, which we will talk about in future videos. See you around the watershed.